Hi everyone, hello and welcome to Dice of the Beholder presents an actual play run through of the D&D Essentials kit. This is episode 2. If you were with us last time or have seen any of the posts on Twitter, you will know that episode 1 was almost the end of the campaign, where a level 1 character decided to go in all guns blazing against a manticore, which was, not the best idea she's ever had. I will be your host, young Dumbledore, as I've been told I look like. Yes. I completely forgot I had this in, actually, until I turned the camera on. Hi, and obviously I'm still with the beautiful and lovely, but wait a second, because this was set up for lots of people to be present on Sunday.
Which did not go well.
No, thank you, D&D Beyond. No, genuinely, thank you. We love you, D&D Beyond. But
don't listen to Greg.
Here we go. This is... There you go. Say hello. Yes, you are. I love you.
Oh, thanks.
Anyway, if everyone is ready, we will get into episode 2 of
Does
The
this have a
Dragon
name?
of I Spy. Okay.
It does have a name.
So, story so far, you, on your adventuring, eventually got to the city of Phandalin, or the town of Phandalin, and met up with a lot of adventurers you'd met along the way, and some you hadn't really associated with. You found that there was many quests to go on, many things to do in Phandalin, but all under the probably terrible gaze of a possible great white dragon that had been seen in these parts. So, with danger above, you decided to go to save the local herbalist.
Yeah, that went well.
And you got to Umbridge Hill, only to discover that the home of this said herbalist on Umbridge Hill was under attack by a manticore. Not knowing very much about manticores, which you're really banking on a nature check, you decided to go in all guns blazing, only to have yourself yourself almost killed, and your companion, who recently met,
Nib.
on death's door. Eventually, you bribed the manticore to go away with gold and meat, only to have the manticore promise that it would return every week for a tithe. Your quest failed then because, seeing you soundly trounced, it was incredibly difficult to convince the town herbalist and midwife to actually come back to town with you, and she thought she'd be safer where she was. She did, however, give you a note confirming that she was happy and safe where she was, that you took back to the person who had given you the quest, or had posted the quest on the message board, and you were still awarded your gold.
Yeah, which is frankly ridiculous, and she probably didn't deserve it.
Mm-hmm. You have now leveled up to level 2.
Ding! Oh, crap. I don't have spells. No spells.
And you made your way back to your town, to the tavern, so that you could rest before you went on your next quest. Now, did you take a long rest?
I did take a long rest.
Okay.
You told me to.
That's fine.
Do I have key points?
As a monk?
Yes. No. At level 2, not as a monk, but yes, I do.
And things you can spend them on?
Yes.
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 Okay. So, you went to bed early. Early in the afternoon, in fact, but you were quite soundly beaten, as was your colleague Nib. And you wake quite early, very early the next morning, just before dawn. And Nib, who joins you because their room is nowhere to be seen.
Is Quinn there?
There is a light snoring, and as you turn to the other bed in the room, you do see Quinn Hightopple lazing back in bed with a bottle cradled to his chest.
Aww. Okay. I'm just going to go downstairs and see if I can find Nib in the main bar.
Okay. You go downstairs. There's no one actually in the bar. There's no one standing behind the bar. Sorry. There are a couple, however, off in the corner, in the shadow of the pre-dawn, eating their food. Where they got this food from, you have no idea, because there's no one serving. But you don't see anyone small enough to be Nib.
Okay. If there's people eating, can I wander over and go? Has anyone seen a halfling, sort of about yay high, kind of cute, goes by the name of Nib?
You go over to discover your friends or colleagues.
Associates.
Inverna Nightbreeze, the Moon Elf warrior, and Galandro Luna.
Ah, Galandro and Averna.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Gwyneth. I have not seen your small halfling friend. Perhaps they are avoiding you?
Look, it was an accident with the manticore. I didn't mean to almost get them killed.
You accidentally ran up to a manticore and punched it in the face.
Did we die?
Almost.
But we didn't.
Yes.
Okay, well...
We killed some dire wolves that were harassing some farmers, and
frankly, a better choice.
We're okay.
Well done. Good. I'm glad you're okay. If anyone sees Nib, can you send him over?
Of course.
Okay.
Are you giving up on going home, or do you wish to venture out again?
I'm not going to go home. I will go out again, though.
Huh.
Once I find my friend.
Perhaps we will see you in the wilds.
I hope so. I need,
Galandro's just sitting there, just shoveling food into his mouth. He looks a little bit more stressed, anxious than Inverna does.
Galandro,
You
you
can
okay
see
over
like
there?
a bandage on his arm. There's not a mark on Inverna.
Maybe I should have gone travelling with you and then...
Perhaps.
Okay, well, Galandro, enjoy your breakfast. Okay, don't die. Interesting night for him.
The direwolves got closer to him than they did to me.
See? It is perfectly normal that one person takes more damage than the other. We didn't die.
No, I absolutely. But I believe Nib was on death's door, was he not? Was she not?
Yeah.
They not? She not?
I can't remember. Is Nib a girl or a boy? Oh, her.
Yes.
Well, look, I need to find her. I already apologised. There's only so much you can do, and if she doesn't want to carry on travelling with me, then she doesn't. I'm not going to force her. That would be really weird. You will travel with me.
You hear light steps behind you. And as you turn, you notice Donabella Fiasco is coming down the stairs.
Hey, unicorn girl!
Gwyneth.
Yes.
Yes. I was looking for you.
Why?
Might we speak where other people aren't?
Sure. Okay.
Good. Over here then.
Guys.
Yes, have fun. And then Verna just goes back to her breakfast, smoking.
I wave at Galandro, like, Galandro.
Galandro didn't even look up.
Okay, goodbye.
He raises a fork, half-heartedly, and then...
Now I've got a fork wave. I go over to Donabella. How's it going?
Donabella sits down in the corner. I have a question to ask.
Alright.
If you're not already coupled with someone, it would appear people are reluctant to talk to me.
I thought Quinn said he was interested in coming with you?
We talked shortly, for a very short period of time, and I looked up and he was gone.
Ah, you do have that effect on people.
It may not be the first time I've heard that.
It's okay, I'm equally off-putting to people in a different way. In answer to your question...
Yes.
Theoretically, I'm travelling with Nib. But she's currently missing.
Nib, I believe I came down here earlier and still no one talked to me. Nib, I believe, has made their way to the local apothecary.
So she hasn't just up and left then?
I believe she did not take all of her things.
That's a good point. There were still some of her things in her room. Oh, that's a relief. I slept in Nib's room last night and I was really worried that she'd just gone and that I was going to be...
Oh, are you and Nib a thing?
Now,
What?
Donabella, let's be very clear here. Are we talking a thing as in, like, a pair of people who took on a manticore head-on and nearly died? Or are we talking a pair of people who do other stuff?
The other stuff.
No!
Oh, good. I didn't want you to think that I was proposing anything.
I didn't.
Good.
But I'm glad we've cleared that up.
I'm very interested in books.
I know. I like books.
I'm very interested in books.
Alright.
And she gives a very awkward, twitchy wink to punctuate her point.
Well, if that's what works for you,
Yes,
and they make you happy, I suppose they're never going to object to your friendship. It's a nice thing about books.
Yes.
Look, Donabella, I think you're a lovely person. I did agree to travel with Nib, and I would feel bad abandoning her without discussing it. However, she also doesn't like me very much at the moment because yesterday she nearly died.
Very well. I will remain here if you wish to go and look for her.
I feel a bit bad that you don't have anyone else that's willing to travel with you. You're not off-putting. You're just different.
Thank you. And she adjusts her papier-mâché unicorn mask on her head.
It's very magical.
No, it's not.
No, but that's what it says on the card. She thinks it makes it more magical.
No, it doesn't.
You gave me that bit to read. It does.
So? You don't know that about her.
Well, it looks magical anyway.
Thank you.
Can I ask one question before I go?
Of course.
Why the unicorn mask? Just out of curiosity. I just wondered.
I've made them since I was a child.
Well, it looks nice and it's masterful work. Very nicely done.
Thank you. It's marked 742.
You've made 741 other unicorn masks? Or other creatures, or just unicorns?
Just unicorns.
Alright.
Papier-mâché doesn't last forever, you know.
No, I suppose it wouldn't. No, if you covered it...
Sometimes it rains.
What if you covered it in some sort of varnish to stop it getting wet?
It wouldn't feel right. It's papier-mâché.
You really do love paper, don't you?
Yes.
Alright. Donabella, I will speak to you later.
Thank you.
You're
How
welcome.
does one order breakfast?
Actually, I have no idea. You could ask Ivana and Galandra. The two over there.
I will, thank you.
Alright. I'm going to trot out and go and work out where the heck the apothecary is.
Okay. You can guess where the apothecary is. You saw that there was an apothecary station in Barthen's Provisions.
Alright, I will go back to whatever his name is. Nope, not him.
Barthen?
Yeah, Barthen. I think that's why I didn't bother writing it down. That was a mistake. I will go and speak to Barthen.
Very well. You make your way out of Stonehill Inn, turn right. walk up the road to where you see Barton's provisions and the sign. Before you actually reach the shop, though, you can tell obviously there's no candles, there's no lights in the windows, and it is still dark enough that if anyone was awake, they'd need it. And before you quite get to the shop, you do notice just across the road, opening a door to a small house, is Nib. And as Nib walks out, she turns around and her bird flutters out and lands on her shoulder, and she kind of nods in thanks to a woman you see standing in the doorway, and the woman nods to her and closes the door.
Hi, Nib.
Alright, how's it going?
Pretty good. Look,
I wasn't trying to ditch you or anything. I don't quite still feel myself, and I think the manticore's thing hole is infected.
is it?
She seemed to think so.
Ew.
Rosie is Barthen's sister. She runs the herbs and stuff. She
Sorry.
didn't have any healing potions, but she's given me some like salve to put on the hole.
Nib,
Yeah.
would you like to take a couple of days off?
Oh no, I couldn't possibly put you out like that.
Donabella wanted to go on some adventures anyway.
Oh well, you don't want to like, you know, stick with just one companion. You want to be able to see a whole range of marvels and skill. It would be unfair of me to take up all of your time.
I really didn't mean for you to get hurt.
Oh no, it's not your fault. Not your fault. Anyone would make the mistake of taking on a manticore. Anyone.
Don't make me push you in a puddle.
It's
no,
fine.
it's next.
It's fine. If it
No,
had,
it's
you know, if it had been my turn first, I might have shouted, like, talk to it. But no, it's fine. Honestly.
If you're going to continue being snide about it, I am going to get the hump eventually.
I'm not being snide.
You are absolutely being snide.
It's just the way halflings talk.
Funny how you weren't talking like that.
We're
yesterday.
very matter of fact. Tell it like it is, you know. No filter.
That I believe.
Yeah.
Go and spend a couple of days until you're feeling better. I'm happy to go out with you again if you trust me enough not to, get you killed.
Well, I'm gonna. All right, but I'm probably gonna wait until it's not so green.
And she pulls up like her tunic, and you see this like horrible jagged black-red hole, and there is just green skin growing out from it in a spiderweb.
Do you want to lift back to the inn?
No, I'm good. I'm good. My dad always said walk it off.
Yeah, but I'm not sure you can walk that off.
Well, he walked off a cliff, so yeah, what does he know? But
That's cheerful.
I'm fine. I survived.
Okay.
You never walked again.
I don't know how to respond to that.
It's fine.
Okay.
Like I said, very matter of fact.
Yes,
At least he didn't punch a manticore in the face.
I did.
I know.
At least I hit it.
I know.
That was something.
I know. I must never walked again.
That's not true. You only nearly died. Honestly, unless you actually die and have to come back from that, I think you're doing alright. I said sorry, what do you want from me?
You did.
Okay. I'll see you later. I'm going to walk off looking sad.
No worries. See you later.
I'm going to literally mutter to myself as I walk away, well, there's one companion that's never going to travel with me again. Probably shouldn't make the same mistake again.
No one hears you.
I go back to Donabella.
Okay. So you go back to the inn, just in time to see Nib make her way, kind of, oh, that's smart. Make her way upstairs.
I bang my head on the bar.
Donabella walks over. Is your companion quite all right?
No. Not really. She got stung by a manticore and can't find a healing potion and has a massive gaping hole in her side, possibly with green bits coming out of it. It is not nice.
I hope she has not turned you off the idea of spellcasters.
No, not at all. I'm more worried that she might die and no one's ever going to talk to me again at this point.
Well, put it this way, I am self-aware enough to realise that if you took me out and I would die, I don't think anyone would notice.
Oh, I'd notice. I'd feel terrible about it.
Well, yes, you'd be there.
I'd probably also be dead.
Well, you're a monk, aren't you? I'm sure you can run faster than me.
I can run, well, I wouldn't imagine I can run that much faster. I'm pretty quick. I am pretty quick, it has to be said. Alright, look, did you want to do something fun today? Maybe not involving nearly dying? Did you have a plan?
Well, it's entirely up to you, of course, but I had a quick look at the notice board, and how do you feel about gnomes?
Ambivalent?
Well, you see,
It tastes very nice.
you see, I wrote this down from the notice board. If you'd like to read it out loud.
Out loud? That's a big request.
Yes, please.
Alright. A clan of reclusive rock gnomes resides in a small network of caves in the mountains to the southeast. The gnomes of Gnomengarde are known for their magical inventions, which they might have... Right, I can't, because apparently I can't read anymore. They might have something with which to defeat the dragon. Get whatever you can from them. If you bring back something useful and don't want to keep it for yourselves, Townmaster Harbin Wester will pay you 50 gold pieces for it. Ah, Donabella. She's actually quite cute. Hang on. You're going to do it on your proper
Quite
camera, aren't
far away.
you? Yes.
There she is.
Donabella Fiasco. She's adorable. Alright, I'm up for going and talking to some gnomes. That doesn't sound like it's going to be too deadly.
Well, there's always dwarves.
Are dwarves more or less deadly than gnomes? Both of them are less deadly than a manticore.
Well, I would assume they're not deadly at all. They're normally friendly, aren't they?
Usually.
Then which one would you prefer?
Let's go see the gnomes.
Very well.
We are going to see the gnomes. Okay. Bye everyone!
Okay. There is a small map drawn on the back of the notice when you get out to the notice board.
There is not.
And you do see that it's leading you north.
Isn't that where the dragon was most recently seen?
Yes.
Righto.
It basically leads you north until you follow a stream, and then just says follow the stream.
Looks like we go north and then follow the stream.
Yes, very well. Would you need supplies or anything?
Actually, I really need to nip back in and see Barthen if he's actually open now. I need...
Barthen is inside. He was behind the bar by the time you got back.
Barthen's not the barman.
Sorry. Barthen, as you're walking past, the shop's still not open.
Still not open. I really needed some more rations. I gave all of the meat I had in my bag to that bloody manticore yesterday. And now I have no food.
I have rations for 2 people for a few days.
Well, I don't want to take food off you, though.
Well, it's fine.
Thanks.
That's all right. You can pay me back when we return.
Happily? All right. Then no, I don't need anything else, really.
Then we should proceed, I suppose.
Onwards and in fact upwards. I still don't have any healing potions, though, so don't die.
Very well. I have read a substantial amount about the surrounding area on my travels here. If you'd like me to regale you with tales of where we're going as we pass.
Sure, that sounds nice.
The caves of Gnomengarde. you discover from these stories that she tells you she passes a card into the base of a mountain southeast of Fandolin.
Mm-hmm.
Well, the easiest way to get it is to travel north and then follow the stream into a ravine that takes you to the most accessible base of the mountains. The rock gnome wizards who like to occupy these caves form strategic alliances normally with their human and dwarven neighbours. Reclusive and secretive for the most part though, the gnomes are said to craft great magical items and non-magical inventions just to pass the time. You've heard of many failures and a few successes, and it is a place of mystery that the gnomes don't normally let people into. It has 2 married kings who rule in tandem. There's Nurkli and Korbos.
Nurkli, Korbos.
Norbos, as far as you're aware...
Sorry, Norbos.
Korbos, sorry. Nurkli and Korbos. Korbos, as far as you're aware, is said to have recently lost his mind. And since that's happened, no one has heard from Nurkli for a very long time. Any stories coming from their subjects that have been seen fleeing as refugees don't seem to understand what's going on inside Gnomengarde.
Sorry, fleeing from where? From Gnomengarde? You know, this is sounding less easy as you go on, but okay.
And that's it.
Oh.
So you follow the stream
Yeah?
into a ravine.
Can I see any signs of dragons?
Roll a perception check. First roll of the night. Let's see how the rest of the session's going to go.
Okay. Sort of completely average by the look of things. 11.
Cool. You can't see a dragon.
My dragon bites me.
Donabella is reading from her notes.
Alright.
When you are a sufficient distance away from the town, Donabella stops, looks back, and says, "Do you think we are alone?"
I don't know. Can I see any sign that we might not be alone?
You can't see, based on that perception roll, you can't see, you don't notice anything.
As far as I'm aware. Why?
Oh, thank bloody God for that. Oh, that, all that stuffy, don't like it. Stuffiness. Not nice. I don't like it, but it makes people stay away from me. You, however, have worn my barriers down, and I like you. You're sweet.
Well, you've...
Hi, I'm Donabella Fiasco.
Hi, Donabella Fiasco. I'm Gwen.
Shadow.
I can't actually reach your hand, reach you too far.
Scaly. But yeah, hi.
Sorry.
Like Nibs's voice.
Sorry for the subterfuge. I'm not good with people. They find me really annoying.
So what, you're
Because I like to dance. What?
So what, you like to try and scare them away as much as possible?
Pretty much, yeah.
Alright.
Really good at it.
So why me?
Well, you didn't run off.
You weren't that worrying.
Yeah, but you don't seem easy to get along with either.
Now, hang on a minute. Just because I nearly killed my last companion, nobody can stand listening to me talk and everything's ridiculous.
No, shut up.
Shut up.
Yeah, see? You talk a lot.
No, I do. Yeah. Yeah, I do, yeah.
So I thought we could talk a lot together.
I think that
And
sounds
not
pretty good.
annoy each other? Well, remains to be seen. I might end up killing you. But, you know,
You'd have to catch me first.
you are quite big.
I've also got really big teeth that I cannot use to bite things.
But
Go
I've
figure.
got range.
I have no range.
There you go.
But I can run really fast.
Come on. Let's go raid. Sorry. Help the gnomes.
Well, aren't you interesting? Come on then.
What?
Just not what I expected, that's all.
You eventually then find yourself after being talked at for a good couple of hours by the new and very excitable Donabella Fiasco.
Does she
You
still call her
find-
Gwyneth or Gwen?
Gwen.
Ah.
Oh, Gwyn. You find yourself at the base of the mountain, where you see waterfall erosion has carved out a large natural concavity.
A concavity. Okay.
The roaring waterfall creates a cloud of mist as it plunges into a shallow pool of water, within which rise two small islands covered with 2-foot-tall red, green, and purple mushrooms. Several cave openings overlook the pool from rocky ledges 20 to 30 feet above, and the mountain blocks any sunlight from reaching it.
Okay.
You can easily see 5 cave entrances.
But they're
In
all
the
20
mountain
to
in front
30
of
feet up.
Yep.
Can I call you Donna?
I prefer Bella.
Oh, okay. Bella.
Today.
Tomorrow you can be DB.
Ah, I like that one.
How do we get in?
Roll a perception check.
Ah, these dice. Oh, okay. 20.
You can see it's going to be potentially difficult climb to get to most of the doors. However, now that you're looking really closely, you can see that on the northeast slope, so facing it to your left, the closest door to you, now that you're looking at the rock climb, it's not so much of a climb. You can now see or just make out a narrow winding path that zigzags across the front of the cliff edge.
Before we do that, can I stick my head in the waterfall?
The waterfall is far back into the natural concavity. You'd have to go into the water and swim to it
I can swim.
if you want to.
Yeah, I want to stick my head in the waterfall before I go up. I'll be back in a minute. Give me a second. Hang on.
Okay.
I just want to see if there's anything behind it.
Okay. The closer you get to the islands in the middle, the larger they seem, the mushrooms.
Okay.
But you do notice then as you step into the water, make an athletics check for me. Because
Okay.
the water is running quite swiftly away.
Can I make
from the waterfall.
acrobatics?
No, you can't.
Aww. It bounced and hit that one.
As you get in, you start to paddle, but you've never felt like you've never really tried to swim upstream like this before. It's normally like baths and pools that you've tried to swim
And
in.
the ocean.
Hmm?
And the ocean. She grew up near the ocean.
Yeah, but again, this is a constantly flowing in one direction stream of water,
No one likes one direction.
and you immediately start to be pushed back by the force of the water. You do notice in your spluttering and your attempts to get back to shore, which you do notice that there is a rope bridge hanging in front of the waterfall
Across inside.
from one door that you can see to another.
Hey. Okay. So there's a rope bridge in front of the waterfall from
Mhm.
one door to another,
Mm-hmm.
but no way to get to that because that's inside the concavity.
Mm-hmm.
I'd have to swim to get there, which, as I've just proven, I am not currently capable of doing. Might have to try later.
Okay.
All right. Come on, Bella. Let's go up this path here.
Which one?
This one. Look.
Oh yes. Oh, that's lovely. All right. How are we going to get over this stream?
Oh, do we have to get it from one side?
Oh wait. And she pulls her quarterstaff off her back and kind of. It's not that deep. Be here anyway.
Oh.
Wash
right.
your foot in now because it runs quite quickly. Dun, dun, dun,
I
dun,
noticed that. I tried to swim in it.
Yeah, that didn't go well. But anyway, right then.
I walk across the stream.
Okay. Are you gonna go up the thing?
I Start my way up the path.
Alright. So you walk up the path. And there we go.
Don't worry, it's taken me ages to work out what the noise was. It's the laptop's fan. I could hear a noise and I couldn't work out what it was.
Oh, right, okay. Sorry. Okay, so.
It's alright, Shane.
You
Go, we don't mind.
make your way quite easily up to the, up the path.
Mm-hmm.
No one there. No one you can see.
Can I-
And when we eventually get to the top, the cave entrance tapers quite quickly into a corridor that is only about 5 feet tall.
Wonderful. Come on then, this looks like it'll be fun.
There are torches burning in holes
Sconces.
outside the door. Sconces outside the door.
Okay, I start walking down the corridor, but as I go, hello?
No sound.
No splash, Captain. Hello? I'll keep walking
You
down.
immediately get to, there's a split to the left, or you can keep on going.
Alright, can I make a survival check for heaviest footfall? Left or straight on? Or most recent footfall, so most recent tracks in the dust.
Yeah, make a survival check.
Okay. Gosh, it gets really confusing playing two different characters. Because I think I'm good at something and then I'm not particularly good. Anyway, 13. Because Dice is fantastic at survival, whereas Gwen is just not.
What was it? 13.
13.
As far as you can tell, with the 13, the most recent footfall is to the left.
Then we shall sail to the left.
Same.
Yes. I know it's slide, but I wanted it to be sail to the left.
Okay. You walk into then quite it's not a huge room. It's the ceilings are slightly higher, but it is quite obviously a dining room. But the table, it looks strange. Like this table could easily seat 12 people at the same time.
Okay.
But it looks like it was made for 12 children.
Well,
And it's quite disconcerting to your eyes at your height, seeing furniture specifically. Everything looks out of place. You're too big to be in this room. It is made for smaller folk.
Bella, look how cute! Tiny chairs!
Yes. You may want to get over that now.
Well, I've never been in a gnome residence before. Give me a break.
They don't like it.
That's okay. I can't see anyone.
Ah, you're right.
Can I check if I can hear anything further in, or
Make a perception check.
yeah, really just if I can hear anything? Which one rolled well? This one rolled.
There is another door leading off out of this room.
Perception, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that'd be a 12 this time. I'm gonna try a different dice in a minute. Nice.
You can hear some sounds coming from the opposite door. You can also smell cooking. You're not quite sure what, but you can smell cooking.
Okay. I'll go and knock on the door. I can hear things behind, and then.
It's just a doorway.
Oh,
Sorry.
in which case I just walk through it.
You're in another corridor. The ceiling lowers again.
Can I follow the sounds
Mm-hmm.
towards
It's quite a
life?
straight corridor. There's only one way to go. And as you walk up, you do then see another door. This one has a door in it, and the door is ajar, and you can hear the sounds of voices.
Sorry, is it a door or is it a jar?
It's a door that is ajar.
Blowing my mind. You can't have a door that is a jar. That's ridiculous. It'd be made of glass. You'd be able to see straight through it. I'm sorry. Please don't hurt me. I don't deserve the psychic damage.
I'm cancelling my Twitch channel. That's it.
The door is a jar. It's better than the door being awake. I'm funny. Okay. I will knock on the door and stick my hand around and go, hello.
Inside,
I did it.
you see a kitchen. it again is finished with gnomes in mind, so everything is either close to the floor or readily reachable by tugging on an overly complicated rope and pulley mechanism. You see 5 rock gnomes.
Hello?
And they're busying themselves there until you say hello, and they immediately drop everything they're doing to look at you.
Hi. I'm really sorry. I'm going to use my quiet voice. Gwen does have a quiet voice, she just doesn't use it very often. Hi. We're just here to ask for some help, really. Is this a bad time? Is there someone else we should talk to? There wasn't anyone on the way in.
These grey-skinned gnomes they break into a smile, and they're quite amicable. They're like, oh, hello.
God, your eyes look psychotic, I love
Have
it.
we got guests? Well, isn't that great? Isn't that lovely? Isn't that lovely? Anyway, I'm Joyner.
and the female gnome with grey skin
Hi.
shakes your hand.
I'm Gwen.
This is Dimble, Banana, up and down, and turn around.
It's lovely to meet you. I'm Gwen, and this is my very good friend Bella.
Well, what brings you to Gnomengarde?
Well, apparently you guys are known for your rather fantastic magical inventions.
I don't know what you mean.
Can I make an insight check on the gnome?
Yes.
Thank you. It's a natural 20.
Oh, yeah, they're immediately become suspicious, and they're hiding something.
Fair enough. Well, okay.
She knows you're lying. And Bella just kind of like pops her head on your shoulder, standing behind you. Hello.
I scratch her.
Oh.
Interesting. Just wanted to see what would happen. Look, we're not asking for something for nothing.
We're not really in the mood or prepared for guests at the moment, though. You might want to come back in a couple of days.
I'm not asking for something for nothing. Is there something?
No, come on. No, seriously now. We're not prepared for guests. Come back in a couple of days. If you all want to just make your way out.
I sit on the floor. And smile. Like, really nicely, not in a nasty way. I'm just like, soz.
You're a smiling dragonborn.
No, mouth closed. Sorry. Little teeth. I'm not stupid. I'm not sitting there going, hello.
And they all kind of put down they're all in the process of chopping mushrooms, putting them in a barrel so they can ferment. And you see that it is the chopped down versions of the mushrooms from the islands outside.
Look, I'm not asking for something for nothing. Is there something we could do to help you?
Roll a persuasion check
Oh, you did.
with advantage.
Thank you. Asthma. Thank you. 19.
Well, I suppose you don't look so big and imposing now. You just plant yourself down on my floor.
It seemed like I might be in the way otherwise.
Well, look. Alright. It's a very strange place at the moment. You know, we're just...
You seem like you're having a difficult time.
Two of our friends are missing, and we haven't seen them in days. And we haven't really seen, like, one of the kings and the other king's batshit. And we're having quite a difficult time at the moment.
It sounds like it. I'm sorry.
Look, if you really want to help,
Really do.
are you like adventuring folk?
Yeah, that's what we do.
Right, then if you could find out where my friends are and what's going on with the kings, that'd be grand. But we don't know much, and we've been ordered to stay here. We kind of think we're being watched, so there's that.
Watched by what?
Don't know.
Alright.
The hills have eyes. I don't know.
I read a book about that once. It was terrifying. Look, Nurkley and Corbos?
Aye.
Aye.
Corbaz is the batshit one, Nurkley's the one that we haven't seen in a while.
I'll just make a note to myself. Missing, crazy. And your 2 friends that are missing, what are their names, please? I'm actually flipping out a notebook at this point and taking down little notes. Sorry, Rich.
That's fine.
You're going to give me a quest, I'm going to ask questions. I'm Gunster. I broke
Sorry
the
about
deal.
that.
I've confused him.
No, I just can't bloody remember where the 2 names were.
David, if it works, it's valid, and it's a perfectly good choice for this. And in fairness, I wasn't trying to break in, I just couldn't find anyone. I hallooed. Hello. See?
It's rampant and peculiar.
And how long have they been missing for?
I don't know, 4 or 5 days
Where were they last seen?
outside, picking mushrooms.
Right, okay. Is there a way to get to, you know, the
I'm
bridge?
pretty sure they came back in, but
You think they came back in?
yes, but we haven't seen them for a while.
How do you get
There's
to...
only so many places you can go in here.
I guess. I can understand why you're worried. I would be too. As a question then, how do you get to the Mushroom Islands?
We go down the path. I'm assuming you come up.
Yeah, but how, they're like in the middle of the water.
Why?
Well, how do you get there without being pushed away by the current?
On boat shoes.
You have boat shoes?
Aye.
The heck is a boat shoe? That sounds so cool.
Well, at the moment they're controlled until we need to go and harvest, but
Wow.
you put them on and you kind of float across the water.
That sounds awesome. Okay. I can try and have another swim to get to the islands and see if I can find any clues or anything. I had another question. In front of your waterfall, there's a rope bridge that goes across it. Is there a way to get to that from inside?
Aye, you just go around.
Alright. Bella, inside or outside first? We're going on a hunt for rampant and peculiar. And also, possibly Nurkley.
Well, quick question then. Would they have had magical items on them when they left?
It's a good question.
Probably not. The King Corbaz is kind of controlling them mainly at the moment, so I doubt it.
Is it worth skipping the nonsense and going straight to have a quick chat with Corbos?
You can try. But if you wanted to talk about the madness of King Corbaz, you might want to find the 2 gnomes you'd better speaking to are Fibblestib or Dabbledob.
Fibblestib and Rabbledob.
Fibblestib and Dabbledob.
I'm sorry.
Rabbledob lives in a hut in the woods.
Rabbledob.
No, Dabbledob is the one you want to talk to. The hermit. Rabbledob's a weirdo.
I'm sorry. There's a lot of names coming at me. I mean, bear with me here. I'm trying.
It's fine.
Okay.
You big folk. Big head, small brains. What can you do? It's not your
It
fault.
is a problem I've had for most of my
Not
life.
your fault.
When I moved my
This
head...
one's obviously cracked and kind of nods to Bella now, who's got her unicorn mask down.
Oh no, she's just ready.
Eh?
Do you know sometimes when we move our head too quickly, it actually rattles inside? Why are you choking? Are you alright?
It's fine.
Dog's choking in the corridor. It's never a good sign.
Well, go back the way you came. You might have missed it on the way in because it's hidden, but looking at it from this direction. Hang on, wrong accent. Go back the way you came. You might have missed it coming in this direction because the door's hidden from like big folk. But if you turn your first left before the dining room, you'll find yourself in a corridor. Go that way. You don't want to go out the other door because that's just, that's a storeroom.
Alright, thank Thank you. We'll do our best and I'll report back when I have something to report.
Right. Good.
Deal.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
Lovely to meet you.
Okay, bye.
And as you're walking out, you hear whispers. Ignorant bitch, you didn't give her a name.
I did. I said my name at the beginning. I said, hi, I'm Gwen. They can confirm it. They were watching.
I believe they may have thought you were just speaking gobbledygook. Hey, if I didn't hear you, neither did the NPCs.
Well, if the witnesses heard me, does that count?
No, these mics are
So
very
when I shook
sensitive.
her hand, I said, hi, I'm Gwen.
Okay.
Gwen would never be rude. That's not who she is.
As you're walking down,
Yeah.
you do see what they're talking about. Very craftily hidden, walking in one direction, is a wall, but walking in the other direction now you can see an opening that you wouldn't have seen previously.
Is it a jar?
No, it's
Okay.
just an opening. Do you make your way?
Yeah, absolutely. But can I move in a sort of stealthy fashion?
Okay. Roll a step.
Bella, be soft and gentle. 12. It's alright. Not bad for rolling an 8.
So you get it. You're stealthy as far as you're aware.
Relatively. Can I...
And you're in a corridor and you can see it curves to the right in front of you.
Then I will this time slide to the right.
Okay.
I make my own in-jokes for me.
Okay. As you come around the curve, you do see the curve continues on further into the mountain, but there's also a passageway to the left coming up.
Bella, did she say go to the left? Did she say anything about this corridor?
Eh?
Okay. Can I remember that she said anything about the route?
She literally told you to take the left corridor, which you did. You've already taken the only direction that she gave you.
Can I hear anything from either direction?
Roll a perception check.
Well, you're already shaking your head, Rich, so I'm thinking it's not going to be great. That's actually cocked, which is a shame because it was a really good roll, but no, it's only one less. Perception 13.
Cool. You maybe think if you're a bit further in, you could hear something, but at the moment there's just silence in front of you and the pots and pans and clangs behind you.
Okay. Heads or tails, left or right?
Ah, the D2.
The D2. Heads for left, tails for right. I don't know if I can flick this. It's a really weird way to actually.
Heads!
Alright, heads is left. It's tails, I think.
Oh.
The other side has a head on it. We're going right.
Well, continue going around the curve.
Yeah.
What's in there?
I don't know. Let's go and find out. I do want to know. I need to know now.
Right.
Let's go in.
Cool. And she like jumps ahead of you and skips in the passageway.
Don't get killed.
As you walk in, it's a small room, a couple of alcoves, maybe 20 by 30 feet. And you walk in, and in two of the alcoves are some very strange looking contraptions.
Where's dice when I need it?
And as you look at them, each resembles a crab with a barrel for a shell, 6 articulated metal legs, and a pair of forward-facing pincer claws.
This seems like something that's going to try and kill me.
A hatch on the top of each barrel opens to reveal an interior compartment equipped with a small leather-padded seat, surrounded by levers, pedals, and gears.
Am I too big to ride in one of these? I think I'm too big to ride in one of these. Built for gnomes. Probably a mistake. Might die.
Did you roll a perception check, find it?
Yeah.
Or an investigation?
I would like to roll... Can I roll perception?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. It did not help me. 9? Why do all my dice hate me? Where's my old favourite? Right. the answer.
Okay. You would fit. Just.
But should I?
You look around and Donabella is already in the other one.
Bella, I think we're supposed to be hunting for someone, not playing. It does look fun.
It's very simple. Watch. And she... and it takes... a couple of tottering steps forwards.
It doesn't seem like it's going to get us there fast.
Eh?
Doesn't seem like it's going to get us there that much faster.
Ah.
Also, it's going to make a lot of noise. I'm just saying, I think, caution and all. We're supposed to be hunting for people. Clattering around might not. I'm sorry, I think we have to leave the crabs behind. Is there anything else in the room that's interesting?
You can have a look around if you want.
Yes, please.
Okay.
Do I get to roll for that again? With my 9 perception at my things? Oh, I still used the wrong dice. I give up. Fuck it, I just walk out and carry on around the corridor.
Donabella has kicked up a lot of dust and coughing. It's very difficult to see anything. So as she gets out of the crab, you both make your way back into the corridor.
Doesn't seem like it was what we were looking for.
Carry on?
Yeah.
Okay.
But I'm going to keep a close eye for any little secret corridors off to the left and right.
Okay. As you make your way then further around the curve, you feel like a breath of fresh air. And you find yourself... You look to the right, there is a passage into what looks like a larger room directly in front of you. But there's a passage to your right and you see the entrance of the cliff face that you came in earlier.
Ooh, look, that's where the rope bridge is, I think. No?
The entrance you came in earlier.
So it's basically taking us back out.
No, there's a passage directly in front of you, but to your right, the passage leads to the entrance.
Okay.
So you come around in a circle. But there's another passage that you didn't go down earlier.
This one then?
Because the outside daytime light has ruined your night vision, you walk into this new room, slightly dazzled, it's a bit darker now, and it takes a moment for your night vision to catch up. Just in time for you to... Give me a second.
I don't have dark vision.
Just in time for you to see a rather large, what looks like, crossbow.
Oh God, you're getting your dice out. No, don't do that.
Mounted in the centre of the room. There is a chair attached to this crossbow. And you regain your vision just in time to see a gnome turning some levers in the crossbow to point straight at you. And you hear the thwang and snap of a bolt as it flies straight towards you.
Can I attempt to dodge? As a reaction? I don't have it as a reaction, and I certainly don't have deflect missiles yet, so no.
There are 4 crossbows basically. It's a large, rotating, 360-degree crossbow.
Can I back out the room?
Okay. That's going to be a 13.
Yeah, it hits.
Hits?
Yeah.
Okay. And there you go. It only does 1 point of damage to you.
Right.
As the large crossbow bolt flies and grazes your arm.
Oi!
You're bleeding, but...
Hey!
And you do see a small gnome in the thing. It's alright, Jess. Hang on, sorry, haven't spoken to anyone. It's alright, I'm literally just testing it out.
On me?
Stand still, please. And he rotates, so the next crossbow bolt, which is still loaded. Roll initiative, if you want to.
What, against his crossbows?
Yeah, roll initiative. Well, no, roll initiative.
Why am I still using these
Roll the
dice?
same number twice.
They don't like me.
Okay. And...
Is Bella in the room or is Bella outside?
Zella's behind you. What's your roll?
10. hell. What did everyone else roll?
And there we go. Okay, so as the second crossbow bolt rotates towards you, what do you want to do?
Could you not test this out some other way? I'm going to take the dodge action.
Okay,
That's my action.
cool.
That's it. That's what I'm doing. I'm dodging.
It's always better with. It's always better with moving targets.
I'm trying to find Fiddle Stip and Dibble Dob. Double Dob.
And another crossbow bolt flies towards you.
At disadvantage.
Okay. You're lucky. Because that was an 11
Because I'm dodging.
or a natural 20.
The 11 misses.
Okay, the bolt flies past you and again starts to rotate to the next one. This is when Bella rushes in and decides enough is enough and is probably going to try and help you out.
She really doesn't need to. I'm just going to stand here and dodge until this dipshit stops trying to fire things at me.
Probably going to try and help you.
Does she have like her own decisions thing where she's a bit mental?
No, she's just going to rush in and is going to cast Firebolt at the crossbow. There we go.
Everyone should tell Richard they like his new glasses, by the way.
Shut up. No one needs to tell me that I have new glasses. It's fine.
I like your new glasses.
Fine.
Make you look like a distinguished Dumbledore.
And yeah, that's an 18 to hit, and it does
Oh, I thought it was against me for a minute.
10 damage.
Everyone forgive me, I'm very tired.
You see the firebolt sail forward, and it hits, unfortunately, the crossbow that's just loosed, not the one that's about to. And it, you see the crossbow burst into flames and fall off as it snaps and it falls off the contraption. And the gnome does not look very happy at all. What do you want to do?
See, now you've lost one, it's just going to keep happening, you're going to keep losing them, and eventually you're going to run out of crossbows to try and shoot me with. And take the dodge action.
You're going to take the dodge action?
Yeah.
Okay. So
It's I just wanted to see how it worked. But it's going well.
and fires another
Disadvantage.
one at you. With 3 or a 2. So no.
So I just go. Still not going very well, is it?
And Bella just goes, "This is fun!" and looses another firebolt.
I think you're having fun.
Doing 16 to hit.
Hit against a crossbow.
10. The crossbow that just fired at you as it turns away explodes in fire and again falls off, and another crossbow moves towards you.
Yeah. You're going to lose the last one in a minute, aren't you? Maybe now would be a really good time to stop so I can go and look for Fiddlestiff and Dibbledob.
No, it's fine. I'm getting lots of good notes from this.
I'm glad you're having so much fun. And I take the dodge
Give
action again.
me a second to just adjust the aim.
Really, crack on.
That's going to be an 11.
It was with disadvantage anyway.
Yeah, no.
It misses.
Okay.
I dodge again as it goes past me. Go.
Actually, I was lying. This is boring now.
That's a 13. Oh, it misses.
But that's because you got
The
bored,
firebolt
isn't it?
flies by.
Fine, I'll be more interested.
I think you've done a great job. Don't worry about it.
Thank you.
Is
Your
it
turn.
my turn?
Yeah.
Alright, I'm just going to walk round to the other side of the crossbow
Okay.
and go, now what are you going to do?
It moves quicker with you. Tracking
I
you.
want to be round by him.
Okay.
The speed's
Are you
pretty
next
quick.
to him?
Yeah.
Yeah. He's only about 10 feet away. So you jump forward into the room and stand like immediately next to him. You can get up on the crossbow if you want to.
No, I just want to stand next to him and go, and now what?
See if you take bludgeoning damage.
And he rotates the crossbow quicker.
Alright, well, I didn't take my action, did I? So, still the dodge action.
Okay.
So let's do it with disadvantage. Can you dodge? No, yeah, you can dodge a moving crossbow. What's the question? Of course you can.
Ooh. 15.
Actually, that's it.
Okay. Hits you, and let's say it's an improvised weapon because it's not intended for purpose. You take 4 points of bludgeoning damage.
That's quite a lot. It's offensive. Alright, it's, why can't I not? There we go, got it. Bit slow. We got there. At least it's working.
Okay. And you look up to see like the gnome kind of using levers until you then look over and you see Bella kind of holding a fireball in her hand just under the gnome's chin.
Well, alright, I think the test is over for now.
Do you think so?
Aye.
I've got a bleeding wound on my face from your little experiment. By the way, we're here to help.
That was very helpful, thank you. I've
About
got
my
lots of good notes. I've got to. I could if I just change that there and make a brace for that there and possibly spikes on the sides of the crossbow so as it spins.
What's your name?
Will a spike have killed you?
I mean, unlikely. It's
But it'd have hurt more.
I mean, yeah. Yeah, probably would have done.
Well, alright.
As an aside, please don't do that again. Next time I will punch you. I don't want to, but I will. You got grace because you guys are going through a bit of a tricky patch in here in Gnomengarde. It's not called Gnomengarde. That's
Who says?
Gnomengarde. Who says?
Aye.
The other gnomes.
What other gnomes?
What's your name?
I'm Factory.
You're not Korbos by any chance, are you?
No.
Where would I find Korbos?
Further into the kingdom. What the caves.
Just checking. When you say what other gnomes? The other gnomes in Gnomengarde?
There might be other gnomes here.
I mean, there are.
Who sent you this way?
I didn't write down her name. Bluebell.
There was Joybell, Dimble, Panana, Up and Down, and Turnaround.
I think it was Joybell I was speaking to, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Joybell. To go and have a chat with King Korbos. And also to try and find Fibblestib and Dabbledob to ask about Korbos' crazy behaviour so that we can find Rampant and Peculiar. And also find out what's happening with Nurkley.
Well, you've got a full plate, don't you?
Yes! And then someone shot me with a crossbow! As a greeting!
No. I tested a crossbow on a somewhat unwilling subject.
It's a very fine line, don't you think?
But how else would I test it? No one comes.
Dummies!
No one comes this way. They know better.
Alright, look, I'm going to go past you now. I'm going down this corridor. Where
It says on the wall out there in Gnomish.
I don't read Gnomish!
Well, whose fault is that? You're in a gnome kingdom.
Honestly,
Upon entering this room, you forfeit your life or life points to experiments. That's what it says on the wall.
I'm going past you. Further down. Is that...
Aye, but while you're in the room, experiments.
What was your name again?
Factory.
Factory.
Aye.
Well, thank you, Factory, for an interesting experience. I hope you have a wonderful afternoon.
Are you making notes?
Just wondering who to come back and kill later.
You're like a mystery shopper or something.
Yes, I'm a mystery shopper of gnomes. I'm trying to make sure that you don't shoot unwilling guests. Unfortunately, you have failed the experiment.
Please don't let my treatment of new guests, I suppose, pervert any any review of Gnomengarde that you might give to other people you meet? On like Yelp or something.
What's Yelp?
It's when you step on someone's toe, it's the noise they make.
Right, so why would I be writing on a... You're a very confusing little thing. We're gonna... I have to go. There are still other gnomes in Gnomengarde, just so you're aware on that one.
Of course there are. It's where we live.
Right. Bella! Factory, it's been a pleasure. Please don't shoot me again on the way out.
I'm not utterly deranged and totally consumed by my work, by the way, and just walks off.
No one said you were. Think you are now. Carry on down the corridor.
Okay. Okay.
Stop enjoying yourself, Richard. I have anything to say while playing a game.
Okay. So you make your way further down the opposite corridor.
You fucking shot me.
To your, you come to a fork, and to your right is...
Is it in a jar?
No.
It's a fork in a jar.
What you can see is steps leading up to, and it looks like another way outside. And you can tell just from your orientation and where you were kind of sitting that this is the next cave over that you were looking at. But not the cave that had the rope bridge attached to it.
Not what I'm after then.
No.
Okay. I don't know why I'm after the rope bridge. I've just decided that's what I'm aiming for. All right. So there's a fork in the road. Sorry, which fork? So one fork leads to the outside, and the other fork continues. You said there's a fork in the road, so really there can only be one fork. But the other tine goes in a different direction.
Yes.
I will follow the other tine.
Okay. You follow the other tine around. Ahead of you is what looks like a large open room.
Oh, 5-star gnome. I thought you said asshole gnome.
But there is a fork to the right that leads into a darker and what looks from this distance smaller room.
The darker, smaller room, please.
So not the one directly ahead of you, the one to the right.
The one to the right.
Okay.
The one we like to explore the little side bits and see what's down there.
Okay.
Hey, look, Bella, another little room off to the side.
She agrees. I do like side rooms. If this is a side room.
It could be the main room, and the other one could be the side room because the path could.
Yes. You walk in.
Fucking shot me.
And immediately you can hear, as you get into this room, the roar of the waterfall outside. And before, just the sound of it draws your attention to the right, and you can see again stairs leading up into a corridor and light shining down it. And a mist seems to come down that stairway and just completely blankets this room in a kind of constant dampness from the mist being generated by the waterfall.
I put my hood up. Cold. I don't do cold.
There is directly in front of you a ledge with a 10-foot kind of cliff face. There's a door off to your right that goes to the waterfall, you're assuming because of the mist and the light, and there's a passageway to your left.
Alright, this might be the main route.
You also see two gnomes currently standing on the ledge looking down at you.
Oh, hi! Hello! Please
Well,
don't shoot me with a crossbow.
Who goes there then?
Please don't shoot me with a crossbow as a greeting. Please. Thank you.
Alright. I won't.
I met Factory.
Ah, I see. Sorry about him. Her. Not sure.
Shot me.
Yes. Well, they do that.
Right. Who are you? Sorry.
Anyway, who goes there?
Oh, hi. Sorry. I'm Gwen. This is my friend Bella. We're looking for... Well, we're either looking for Fibble, Stib and Dip, Double Dob, or Rampant and Peculiar, or possibly Nerkly and Korbos.
Are you a shape changer?
Not in any way, shape or form.
Prove it.
Alright.
Because there's one we know lurking out there somewhere.
Is there?
And our orders are to shoot shape changers on sight.
Let me try and change my shape. Give me a minute.
Alright.
I don't think anything's happening. No, I'm not a shape changer, but I did try.
And they're chatting to each other as they point across beside you.
So, what's your names?
They said,
Oh, thank God.
oh, you came to Gnomengarde and you didn't learn Gnomish. Anyway, they said, your shape changed slightly because you seem to have more bulging veins on your forehead than you did before you started trying.
But that happens to you when you do a poo, too. Same kind of straining.
Okay. Prove it. Why are you here? No, sorry.
Why are we here? Well, so, we took a little mission from the town over there, Fandling, and there was a thing on the board asking us to come and visit Gnomengarde and to have a chat with you guys about some stuff. And on the way in, we met Joybell. Now, Joybell is willing to help us out with some stuff, but she wanted us to do her a favour first, which was to find Rampant and Peculiar. Now, to find Rampant and Peculiar, we thought perhaps the best person to speak to would be King Corboz. And she said, well, while we were doing that, we could ask about Nerkley. But the best people to ask about Corboz and Nerkley and Mad Kings was Fibblestib and Dabbledob. And we haven't managed to find them either.
Well,
And then on the way in, we met
they'd
Factories.
be a bit further on.
Oh, okay. So we're going in the right direction. How do I prove I'm not a shape changer? Just out of curiosity.
Roll of social check.
Don't know why I fucking bother. All of my dice hate me. 4.
4. Tell you what. So you're in a room with 5 gnomes. And Joybell vouched for you and sent you this way.
Yes.
So it's not one of them. Because they know they're always together. Factory. Was he... She... They... Compass Mentis?
Not at all. Changed their story several times, told me there were no gnomes in Gnomengarde, then told me obviously there were gnomes in Gnomengarde, tried to shoot me with 3 different crossbows, 2 of which we set on fire, sorry. And...
You mean it's safer now?
Yes, it's definitely safer.
Thank
There's only
you.
one functional one.
Anyway.
And then they hit me in the head with it.
No, the shape changers tend to be slightly more lucid than Factory, so that's probably them.
And frankly, if someone was faking being Factory, they weren't compelling as a person.
Did you search the wine cellar?
We haven't found the wine cellar yet.
It was that door you just passed.
Oh, we didn't go in, we came here instead.
You didn't see anything else on the way? Anyone else?
No, we could
No
go and check the
shape
wine cellar
changers.
now.
Bring back the corpse of a shape changer, and I'll believe you and let you in.
What if I accidentally shoot a gnome, thinking it's a shape changer because I don't know their personalities to begin with?
There are only 6 gnomes out there.
Well, I've met them all. What are your names before I go and try and find a shape changer in the wine cellar, apparently?
My name's Ula,
Ula?
and this man next to me is Pog.
Ula. Sorry. Ula
I
and...
don't like it when people do that.
I'm sorry, it was a book once. Ula.
Just Ula for now.
And no, and your friend's name?
Pog.
Pog.
Forgot that quickly.
No, I have a terrible memory. It's why I write everything down in this notebook. See?
You might not be a shape changer. Oh, you're very good, because I've just told you that shape changers are normally more lucid. Ah, see? Can't trust anyone these days.
What says I trust you? You could be the shape changer. And how would I know? Because you're perfectly lucid and you've been talking... Pog hasn't said a word. Maybe you're the shape changer and you're trying to con people into going and killing other gnomes.
Do you know how it doesn't matter if I'm the shape changer?
How so?
Because there's 2 of us. This is our home, and you're the one wanting to get in. So your trust of us doesn't fucking matter.
It matters a bit.
Our trust of you matters a hell of a lot.
She's very help.
So, off you fuck.
You
Find the shape changer and come back. Or die, whichever.
You know, if just someone in this place could be polite to me, and I'm going to walk out towards the wine cellar. If just someone could show some fucking manners!
That was rather rude.
They started it.
Well, yes.
He said, off you fuck.
Bit rude.
Yeah. So it was off you fuck.
Wine! And she trots on ahead of you.
I followed. You know, they say Dragonborn have fiery tempers. I personally disagree as we go down into the wine cellar.
Okay, as you walk in then, it is very dry, considering how close it is to the room. Quite large room, very uniform, very square. And as you walk in, you do see in alcoves or along all the walls about 12 large kegs of wine.
I don't think we should steal their wine, just as an aside, Bella. But maybe if we kill the shapechanger, they might give us some.
Just a sip.
What if they know?
Please.
But what if they find out? And then they kick us out and murder us?
Can I smell it?
You can smell the wine. Do you have a drinking problem that I should be aware of?
No.
Just really like nice wine.
The only problem I have with drinking right now is that I'm not doing it.
Any shape changes in here?
Oh yes, that's a fine plan. We just walk around going, any shape changers, any shape changers, any shape changers.
I mean, in fairness, we were already wandering around talking about wine. It's not like they couldn't hear us. We weren't being stealthy, were we, Bella?
No. I suppose.
Sorry, I'm cranky. I don't like people being rude to me. I'm normally really polite. You're right, that was rude. I'll apologise when I go back later. Just irritable today. Somebody shot me with a crossbow and made me really cranky.
Do you want to roll an investigation check?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know, I don't trust any of my dice anymore. They all hate me. I'm going to try rolling with my left hand. Natural 20.
Natural 20.
Yeah.
Rolling
with my left hand!
As you start shouting any shape changes
Oh
and start investigating, you do notice that every time you speak, there seems to be a ripple along the front of one of the barrels,
Oh, it's not a shape change.
like a coin being dropped into a pond.
You stop shouting.
Bella,
Yeah.
can I whisper in her ear? Do you know if shape changes are generally prone to just attacking people? Or if they're actually dangerous?
Roll initiative.
That made me jump.
As the front of the barrel explodes in like tongues and a tentacle form, and you see the barrel kind of slide off its shelf.
Oh, I've heard of one of these. It's a
tongues fall
mimic.
out, and it's just got teeth all around the outside of the barrel with tongues to draw you in. Roll initiative.
I did.
Cool. What'd you get?
21.
Okay.
This dice likes me. I still have one. This is one of my oldest dice. I'm sorry, do you want me to put that somewhere? Richard comes with his own battle music.
Only a little bit. Okay. Ooh.
I've never fought a mimic.
I know.
How have you managed? I became a mimic. How did you become a mimic?
Greg once became an owlbear.
Greg once became a frog, but that was a different game.
I don't have a mimic.
You should have a mimic.
There's a lovely barrel mimic in Rules of Play, Cardiff. Not a sponsor.
Where am I putting it?
As far away from.
If I just sort of toss it in?
Yeah.
Hello?
And you've got.
That was actually pretty good. Who am I playing as? Who's my character? I can't remember what my... Oh, I'm the Dragonborn. Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry, blocking the camera with my lovely beard.
You gave it to me like that.
I know.
We were just going to rearrange things. I mean,
We're standing next to each other because you whispered into her ear. Okay.
Fella. Fuck.
And okay. So, what was your initiative?
21.
21. Nice.
Thank you.
Okay.
This was Kieslin's first set of dice. Apparently it still likes me.
Okay. In fact, yeah, it's it. Okay. So, you go first. What do you want to do?
I don't want to get any closer to this thing,
Okay.
particularly at this point. So I am going to attempt to use my breath weapon on it.
Okay, cool.
It's lightning, and it's got a 30-foot range, and I need a dex save.
Cool. So, dex save from the mimic.
Yes, please.
That is going to be a 6.
It does not succeed.
I didn't think so.
And that is going to be quite nice damage. 11 damage? 11 lightning damage?
11 lightning damage. As you open your mouth,
In panic.
and like an anime beam cannon, it just kind of like you know that anime thing with the ball of light goes, and lightning flies and hits the mimic, and the barrel, and just moves towards you. And I'd like you to move it 3 squares, so it's right up against both of you.
As a result of my action, you didn't give me my bonus action.
Okay, sorry. What was your bonus action?
Absolutely nothing, but you didn't give me one.
Okay,
3 spaces.
you're only level 2.
1, 2. Doesn't that put it kind of there?
Yep.
I don't want it there.
It's done.
Alright.
Okay.
A mimic with Tarask stats. Jesus Christ.
Okay, it is going to.
Ew. I don't want that.
There we go. It's going to use its pseudopod attack,
I don't want it.
and it is in
I should have moved away.
object form. So it's going to attempt to hit you, and is going to roll a 23.
Oh yeah, it definitely
A
hits.
22. Sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
If
So
that didn't hit, I'd be alarmed.
it is going to do 5 points of damage.
Okay.
You are stuck to it.
Alright.
You are adhered to the mimic's tongue as it begins to try and draw you towards it, and you are grappled.
I can still hit from inside a grapple, can't I?
Yes.
Right.
I believe so. I'm going to completely screw up the camera angle for a second. I can never remember these, which
It's
is why
grappled,
this is
not
very
restrained.
handy. Yeah, your speed becomes 0.
Yeah.
And there we go. Yeah, you're fine. You can still hit. It is now Bella's turn.
Oh, Bella, hit it.
Knowing a little bit about mimics, seeing you grappled, moves away because she knows she doesn't generate any attack of opportunity.
You know I could have moved her if you wanted. Save you trying to climb out from your bench.
Okay, you do it from now.
Yeah.
And is going to move, and she's then going to fire off
I don't want to be eaten.
the Burning Hands spell. Okay, a second. God, I haven't played a spellcaster that wasn't a Hexblade in a while.
You really love
But I'm not allowed
warlocks.
to do that anymore. That's because they're brilliant.
Keeper, can you stop playing with your ball under the table? Thank you.
Okay. She puts her hands together and fires. A huge burst of fire flies out from her hands and shoots forth from her fingertips. It's slightly angled away from you because it's in a cone, and the mimic attempts to make a dex saving throw.
Does it get disadvantage because it's holding on to me?
No, it does not.
Shame.
It fails anyway. And it takes... Ooh, nice. All falls. So it takes
I don't know what dice it was. That could be really
16
terrible.
points of damage. Oh, d6s.
Imagine if that was d12s. Like, all falls. Fantastic. Of course, if at level 2 she's doing d12s of damage, she's
Okay.
better than me.
And there we go. It actually ignites some of the wood effect of the mimic very slightly before the wood just kind of heals over a little bit.
Okay.
Is your go? Oh, sorry. Bear with me. As you're about to wind your hand or staff back to hit it, you notice something very peculiar. A burst of energy surrounds Belladonna. And suddenly, Belladonna's skin is a vibrant shade of blue.
Okay. I mean, that's not as weird to me. I'm a Dragon Ball.
She looks like Avatar just without the tail.
I am going to attempt to hit.
Night, Joe.
Oh, night, Charlie. See you soon. I'm going to attempt to hit it with my quarterstaff, first of all.
Okay.
And that's going to be very nice. 22 to hit.
22 definitely hits.
I am, however, doing it. No, two-handed. It's a two-handed hit. Don't be a dumbass. Use the D8. Where's my D8 gone? I'm missing a dice. Oh no, I'm not. I'm just blind. We're good. Okay. That's going to be 6 damage.
6 damage?
Yep.
Okay. You strike hard at the mimic.
Tarask.
You strike hard at the mimic,
Fuck off, is it?
and it takes 6 points of bludgeoning damage.
I am going to spend a key point to take patient defense.
Okay. Patient defense, that's fine. And now it has you grappled and is directly next to you. It can use its bite attack. So,
With disadvantage.
because of patient defense.
It's basically saves dodge.
Well, it would have been a 19 or a 6. It's going to be a 6.
Yeah.
And you can see the acid kind of dripping from its teeth as it just gnashes at you, but you just manage to pull the pseudopod tongue further away and it just closes its teeth in front of you ineffectually. It is Belladonna's turn again. Belladonna's looking at herself very confused. I don't like blue.
Are you not normally blue?
No! And does another burning hand spell at the mimic. The mimic makes a death saving throw, which it fails. It's not very dexterous at all. And
It is a mimic. I mean, it's box.
Bella does
It's like it's Latinus cube.
nice. 14 points of damage.
Oh, well done!
Okay. The mimic is looking screwed up. The wood is now caught flame and is properly starting to burn.
Alright, my turn again,
Your
isn't
go.
it? I'm going to try and do the same again. Hit it with the quarterstaff with both hands, and then patient defense, using
Okay.
my second key point. Nice. This dice is my friend.
Okay.
22?
Yeah, hits. Definitely hits.
Yep.
Roll the damage.
I've lost the D8 again. Oh, okay. 9 damage.
9.
9.
And as you strike it with your quarterstaff, you feel the wood crunch under the staff as the wood immediately just turns turns into this horrible gelatinous kind of mess as it just, this amorphous blob just kind of releases you and just sinks to the floor in this kind of lumpy mess. It's dead.
Ew, why are you blue?
I don't know, hang on. Oh. And she starts vibrating. There's another flash of energy. And suddenly she sprouts wings, exactly like those of a butterfly, and takes a light step and is slowly hovering off the floor.
That's so pretty. I'm going to sit on the floor for a while now, about half an hour.
This place is weird.
Yeah, but only for you. I'm alright.
Can we get going, please? I want to leave. I don't like it.
You are going to have to.
Oh, hang on. She like adjusts her unicorn mask and then kind of just puts her hands up like this with her wings flapping behind her. I'm more majestic.
You are so majestic.
Oh, thank you. She just starts kind of flapping slowly with the wings.
Cuba, go and lie down. Go on, shove off.
We should take the thing.
Can I? How long's a short rest? I should know this.
I don't know, what, to like kind of
Heal up a little bit?
pull yourself together?
Yeah.
About an hour.
Can we spare an hour?
But wings.
I know. But
Oh.
I'm like real injured.
Right then.
Sorry. Is that alright?
Yeah.
Okay.
Fine.
Gonna take a short rest then, Mitch, in the cellar with the blob.
Very well.
Sorry, Donna.
And I believe we're going to end it there.
Can I take my short rest first?
Yeah, you can take a short rest. These ones, because they're middle of the week and we've been at work all day and there's only two of us, obviously it's a lot to ask of just one person and, you know, a wonderful DM to carry an entire single player campaign. So we decided very early on, before we even started doing this, that they were just going to be short, like hour and a half, hour 45-minute kind of sessions, not like our Sunday night, which is a lot longer. But whoever did turn up, thank you very much.
Yes.
David underscore Uther. Do I know you? Have we met? Like in real life?
You're going to wait for him to reply now, aren't you?
Well, there's a bit of a delay.
You also don't know if he's actually still there. Might have gone to bed.
I think he's still there. Only Charlie said goodnight.
It doesn't mean the rest of them didn't leave.
But David is a very... Oh, he might have actually gone. There's no one in the stream. There are people in the stream, but he's not in the chat room anymore, apparently. But if you end up watching the end of this, please let me know whether we've actually met, because it would be nice to know, put a face to a name. Shane, thank you very much for rocking up again.
As always.
Your presence obviously brought us luck and meant that the stream continued.
Yeah, we need you. You can't miss it,
If
man.
you are watching and have not already followed, please shoot us a follow. We're going to keep on doing this. From now on,
His eyes will not be blinded by the light. Sorry.
From now on. No, I'm not singing. So if you are following, or if you're not following already, please follow. I need to get to 49 just so my incredibly awkward friend Greg will be number 50, because he's promised he won't follow until then.
It really bothers him, you know.
It's not bothering me that much anymore. It bothers me more that he's now just doing it because it annoys me. I'm trying to get past it. I am. But yes, thank you very much for rocking up. We're going to run Essentials Kit from now on Thursday nights. That's then going to be followed on Saturdays, live on Twitch during the day by Dyson Beholder Jr., which is going to be me and Amelia trying to run all of our kids, or as many of our kids who are present, through Tyranny of Dragons.
It may only be every 2 weeks.
Well, because we haven't got yours for the next 2 weekends, instead of just stopping it completely, I'm going to run it and then we'll do something else with Finn and Tabby to kind of, I'll just make their characters disappear like we did with Ems sometimes.
Okay.
They can be the Bart of the beginning of the Tyranny of Dragons campaign.
The Bart.
Just disappeared every other session. Love you, Em. I'm not having a go, but it was fun trying to work out places you've been. But yes, so Dice of the Beholder, Saturday afternoons, Dice of the Beholder Junior, then back to regular full Dice of the Beholder, the full long session for our main homebrew campaign, the Chronicles of Needham, on Sunday nights.
Basically, this is my week now.
All of these will then follow and be uploaded on YouTube later. The reason that we're doing it on Thursday nights is because I will soon, be learning how to sword fight with my good friend Greg, who doesn't follow the stream. My good friend Greg and I are going to learn how to sword fight. That is Colonel Chrome in chat, and is playing Sepsis on our main Chronicles of Needham stream. We're going to learn the sword fight on Wednesday nights and potentially some Friday nights as well if we can. Can't do anything next Tuesday night, unfortunately, because I am DMing a D&D Adventurers League game. Again, if you're in South Wales or the south of England and you can get to either Cardiff or Bristol next Tuesday night, go to the Rules of Play. It's a shop Facebook page. And please check out the Adventurers League posts. There's one in Cardiff next Tuesday night. I think it's the week after in Bristol. They're brilliant events. They're fantastic. All of the other DMs that I'm there with are brilliant. I've played on some of the tables. They're incredibly knowledgeable, fantastic at what they do. Please rock up and remember to support events that are held by your local gaming or geek store, shop, business. Apart from that though, thank you very much guys. I'm going to go and try and get an hour of Witcher 3 in while Amelia goes to sleep.
Drinks decaf.
And probably chills out on the sofa next to me. But thank you very much again, guys. And toss a follow to your DM.
See you Saturday?
See you Saturday. Good night, guys. Thank you.